Greetings, ladies and or gentlemen, whichever you may prefer. I am Kalinor, you dear viewer are beautiful, and tonight we're playing Road Trader, set in the Warhammer 40k universe. Because we are missing the only person that made playing Stars Without Number truly enjoyable, and that's being myself and my will to play. We're playing Road Trader instead, which I actually love. So, character introduction. Let's start with our Road Trader herself. Al, go ahead.
Yes. But in this, I shall not only be the one famous for not having a camera, I will be the one leading this horrible expedition that will no doubt end in explosions. I will be playing Lorraine Lan, a rogue trader from a rather small dynasty of mentors that go on to the stars to exploit shit because we have a piece of paper that says we can do. Legal, believe me. And if you're not, that's heresy and you will be shot. Yeah, not my character is kind of basic, standard height and weight. Has a very snazzy coat on, and essentially a Space Lynx pelt on her shoulder because fashion statement is important in space.
How big are the shoulder pads?
Well, it's Enforcer like carapace, so Arbitrate size with more bling.
You forgot the fancy hat as well.
Well, come on, it's a fancy hat.
Everyone needs a fancy hat.
Yes, it's part of the dress uniform.
Alright.
Which we actually have noted down in the ship sheet, so have fun, guys. But yeah, I'm here to spread my dynasty and make sure that certain dynasty falls flat on its face.
Right. Angus, who are you playing?
I am playing Torian, the Navigator. So when things get fucked up in the warp, it's my fault. That's pretty much it. He's weird. He has 3 eyes. And he's just generally weird, to be honest. That's about it. Just don't stare at him. Don't challenge him to a staring contest, and you should be fine.
Excellent. And Yak, who are you playing?
I'm playing Varus Corellian, the Explorator, and the Engineer Prime upon this vessel. And as such, I'm of course responsible for the loads of sacred onions all over the place, and it's generally my job to appease the machine spirit. And I like machines.
Excellent. And you, Lode, who are you playing?
I am playing Hykrin of House Karos. I am the seneschal of this little ragtag group, and my job is basically to talk. I barter, I negotiate, and that's pretty much it. I'm an older man with grey hair, a magnificent beard, and a wonderful top hat. And I'm most of the time carried around by my grappling hawk.
And last but not least, we hope, we have Numty. Who are you playing?
I am playing Macarius von Marianne, the arch-militant of this group and master-at-arms of the ship. I am going to organise this crew into a fighting force so I can take over the sector. I am wearing a uniform very similar to Imperial Navy uniform, but with bigger shoulder pads because it's the 41st millennium and shoulder pads are the thing. He's middle-aged, crew cut, ex-Imperial Navy, so the usual stuff. Also, he can shoot stuff, but people won't listen to him.
Excellent. So, even though we didn't stream this last time, we had a session before where we pretty much got to know the system, or parts of it at least. So, anyone wish to recap what we did last time?
I got 5,000 shotguns.
Yes.
I got infinite coffee.
I kind of broke into the VIP area of our rival group and got thrown into a pit with what was it?
Grox.
Crocs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stampeding Grox and Sentinel Walkers.
Yep. And then I escaped, leaving behind Torian.
Yeah, thank you for that.
I was gonna help you if things got bad.
Yeah, so
We did pick up a couple of things.
we got a
Transporting
job.
cargo, was it to a Forge World? Or we're going to the Forge World to then transport cargo?
Yeah. We found out that the paths to the pleasure world are cam, so we could always go there.
And
Not saying we should, but I'm just saying that it's
we-
an option.
look, we're on the brink, very edge of the Imperium. We can have some fun.
I wouldn't be opposed to it.
We also learned
is fun.
that on Port Wonder there were some bounties, and the Godwin dynasty, who are our arch rivals, were causing
bunch of
shit
dicks.
by shooting people. We believe, because a group of theirs got shot to pieces by the Navy and Arbites. So we
When they weren't busy arguing amongst themselves.
Yes, and we decided to GTFO because we want to make shitloads of money and become the rulers of this sector with a decent carrier, because I want lots of fighter craft.
Yeah, we all just need a ship for ourselves.
Yeah.
So another 4 ships and we'll be fine.
Yeah,
I just need a spacesuit so I can take my grappling hawk outside.
what do you have for armor?
Who?
Seneschal, what armor do you have?
Xeno mesh.
Oh yeah, then you need something more durable than that. If you have power armor, that's a sealed suit or carapace, enforcer carapace.
No, I have Xeno mesh armor, and underneath it I have Sin skin.
Yeah,
Hang
that's
on, do they have such a thing as spacesuits in this, or is it just you have
yeah.
to have...
There are void
Void
suits,
No good.
several
Yeah.
different
Sure.
versions.
The Archmilitant starts off with.
So
We
what
should all
need-
start with a void suit, I think. I think it's standard for rogue trader classes.
I don't get one.
I don't have
Yeah.
one. No.
I've got a void suit and microbead, because the microbead is very useful.
Yes.
I even start with a free data slate.
I got
What
a
a
data
world.
slate full of wanted bounties, which means I could wipe it, and then I'd have a empty data slate.
Take heresy.
I have
Bitch,
some
please.
cards.
I started with a watch, which don't know what's that gonna help me.
You know exactly what time it is.
You know what time it is to change the watch, and you can blow the
One
whistle.
one could even say that you are quite watchful. I get my coat.
Can we ban the GM?
Well, we
I
could,
wish.
but it would get kind of boring after a while.
Also, I forgot to mention, I have a good cortex implant, so I have unnatural intelligence.
Nice.
Unnatural in the sense that nobody would expect him to have it.
Yes.
Yes.
And speaking of the ship, we have the bestest damn ship in space. The Faruga Haustrum, which, if you know Latin, literally means, well, it's the words for rust and bucket.
Yay!
Yeah, I can't do Latin. I just googled it.
I had 3 years of Latin. I don't remember a single word.
I had 1 year of Latin. The only thing I remember is instead of the dog sits in the street, it's the street dog sits in.
It's Yoda.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just run Yoda through Google Translate to Latin and back.
I think my
Basic.
Latin teacher bullshitted the course.
But yeah, the only thing you really need to know about the ship at this point is that its machine spirit is a bit of a coward, and we have infinite coffee.
It does have a very nice missile battery on the front.
Yes, it does.
And
Which-
our other weapon cannot deal damage, but can disable shit. So
Oh, we've
So
got
we
the
can-
disruption macro cannons.
We can board the ships without having any boarding craft. Unless you include the lighter for cargo.
Well, what we do is we use the macro cannons to hopefully take out the life support and just starve everyone of oxygen.
Yes. Anyway, let's get on with the campaign, because I can see Cal's will slowly dying.
No, I was reading up on the ship-wide thingamajig because I haven't found that in the book yet. If that's actually a thing or if Val just bullshitting me.
No,
I'm
it's
not
a thing.
bullshitting. The last scale modifier is 10,000 plus.
Yes,
Actually,
but is that infinite or just more than a couple?
Well, 10,000
Ba-
plus includes any number above 10,000. So technically, because it's coffee, you could say he got enough to keep us stocked for the next 6 years.
The math checks out.
Fair enough. I mean, if a tech priest confirms it, then I'm just gonna believe it.
You know what? I think
Yeah,
next
time
time
to bullshit.
I'm going to roll for weapons, and then we can just start selling weapons at every stop. Infinitely.
That's true. I mean, we could sell
profit
half the
factor-
shotguns we got.
Profit factor and actual prices kind of doesn't really work.
Yeah, yeah, but still, you know what I mean? Like, get a common weapon, get 10,000 plus of them, have infinite, and just drop them off at every planet we meet. The feral worlds
I
would
mean,
love it.
disposable handgun is like ubiquitous or some bullshit like that, so like you can easily
Yeah,
get
we
an
get it for
infinite
free.
supply. Yeah,
So I could technically equip all our ship crew with 6. Yeah.
you could
Yeah, we can do
literally
that.
equip the whole fucking galaxy with that.
Could I armor our ship with the guns?
Probably.
Yeah, but you know, our ship is one of the smaller ones, and it's 2 kilometers long. So you know, swings and roundabouts.
Yeah. So
Still less than infinite.
Whereas the biggest one is 12 kilometers long, as Cal pointed out to me earlier.
there are actually longer ones, but they didn't have stats for them. So
Yeah. If
If
we
we-
ever do run into a battle barge, yeah, that's Cal's own weird bullshit.
If we
But,
run
like,
into a battle barge, I'm gonna stop, kneel down, and beg Emperor for forgiveness.
if you look at the right corner below the map, you have the stats for the mass conveyor, which is the biggest ship in the book.
What you've got to remember though is it's slow and it can't turn. So if you get into one of its weak arcs, if there is one,
Yes, I know.
you could just stay there and hopefully blow it up. But then again, it's probably got the guns there anyway to blow that.
Yes.
It really is just a giant floating tank full of guardsmen. Just to put 500,000 guardsmen on the planet. That's it.
I like to think it is an actual huge conveyor belt. So the guards start off at one point and they're just carted along the entire thing and they drop off onto the planet.
no, that's called the administratum.
All right, now that we have sufficiently wasted 15 minutes on absolute bollocks, can we please get on with this?
We're good at that.
Yes. So
Right.
You are currently
We-
in Footfall. That's where you are just arrived here at the end of last session.
are we in orbit of the planet? Because If I remember, we just dropped out of warp.
We can always fast forward to it if you wish, because I
Well-
don't have anything planned. But you could always ping your Auspex, see if you
That's
find
what I was
something
going to
interesting.
say. We should check to see if there's any pirates about, because yeah, they're dangerous.
Yeah,
So
sure, give it a
I can
tickle.
do that.
Scrutiny plus your ship's detection rating.
Oh shit, I forgot it was scrutiny. Detection rating's 30, isn't it?
Yes. We could turn on the flak turrets to make it 20, but you know. Guns
I'll
don't
do like
solve
some
everything.
tickling to increase this.
You can aid the machine spirit, but I think that's only to speed. I don't misremember.
There is definitely something I can do to increase detection.
I failed anyway. I did forget to add the plus 10 for maybe Al telling me to do it better, but that's it.
I know. I think it's the road trace ability is kind of broken if we just assume it's on autocast.
Yeah, I suppose I.
Besides, do we
Yeah.
know anything about Footfall?
First of all, Jack, to answer your question, you can do a +0 tech use test, and if you succeed, you get 5 to the detection rating of the ship. And for
So
every
that would be
and for every
negative.
and for every 2 degrees of success, you get an additional +5. So if you do really well, that the failed roll can turn into a success.
See, this is why we
Is
like
that-
Cal. He's kind.
Engine
Yeah,
Sec or
that is
Alien,
aid the
do
machine
the
spirit.
thing good, please. So plus 10 from.
Just tech use +0.
Yeah, I can do that. With the aid of my servo skull.
Lower torp stack bonuses. The best thing about Road Trader.
Five degrees of success.
Damn.
So if I'm not mistaken, that's 15 plus 15 to your that minus. Yeah, that's at least 1 degree of success on your
Auspex
Yeah.
did good.
active auguries.
Yeah, I think somebody should get scrutiny because I don't get
I-
till rank 6.
I literally cannot.
I don't think I can either.
I can shoot stuff good.
I think the only one who can get it reasonably soon is either me or the Seneschal at rank 2.
I can't get it at rank 2, I'm pretty sure about that.
I think you should be able to. Like one thing I remember about.
Oh yeah,
There's Seneschal.
I can get scrutiny at rank 2, you're right, but
Rogue Trader is rank 3.
Yeah, that's.
but I don't think I can upgrade it any higher than getting it just as a basic thing.
Basic is better than nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my scrutiny right now is it. If I get it trained, it will be at 35, so not very good.
It's 5 better than mine.
Yeah, mine's
Without having trained at all.
Yeah, you don't find any ships other than the normal trading stuff that goes back and forth around these parts, and there are no ships in silent running either.
Is it possible that we could get a cargo readout of some of the transport ships? Is that a thing in this system, or is it a case of you scan the ship, you find out it's cargo or combat, so on and so forth?
Our scanners can pick up like individual ship components, but I don't know about cargo.
I mean, there is if you use focused auguries, you can find the ship component. So I would assume that you can at least find if it's a object or organic thing. But I don't know if you can actually get like exact cargo. So if they're carrying an infinite amount of coffee, for example.
Not cargo, but sort of defenses, equipment. I'm just thinking about the future, whether we want to be pirates.
Now to read page 218, and you have the focus augury thing, so I don't have to sit and read PDF and answer your question. But
215.
218. But there is nothing out of interest or hostile things in around Footfall, and there are several patrol ships with the Imperial Navy around here as well.
But with that role, we could at least tell that Footfall isn't, a normal place, is it?
It's a normal place. Like if you have read the thing in the PDF.
Yeah, but what I was getting at is it's not a planet.
No, it's a station or orbital thingamajig.
Orbital thingy. Round a planet though.
It's
just a station?
It's a small collection of asteroids tethered together to form some kind of station.
A huge fuck-off statue to the Emperor, because...
Yes, in the middle of it, yeah.
It wouldn't be Imperial without some big fuck-off symbol of the Emperor.
But aren't we on the sort of very edge of the Imperium?
Technically, yes, but
So it's a slightly disfigured statue of the Emperor.
The point is, it's still bigger than our ship.
Gotcha.
Yeah, if you zoom in close enough on the cameras, you can see a roll of toilet paper hanging over it.
Someone TP'd it.
Try to, like in a flyby.
There's probably a small RBT skipper on the way, but you need to fill out forms in triplicate, and give a
What's
status
the
report to the
acquisition roll
administratum.
for infinite rolls of toilet paper?
Let's
Anyway,
not be cruel
continue.
here.
Yeah, shall we dock? I need to do some shopping.
Yeah, you can proceed to dock. There is nothing nothing unusual and in ordinary thingamajigs. You can just go ahead and dock. Obviously, it takes some time, but you get there. So you are now. We fast forward to you have now docked at the station or orbital thingamajig. What do you wish to do? Where do you wish to go and do it? And do you wish to kill anyone?
First things first is I give standing orders to the crew. I set up security teams at basically keep watch of the gangway to the ship, or however people get to it. And I want patrols throughout, and they will be equipped with my shotguns that I got.
And the flat coats that I got.
Oh yes, and the flat coats in the very shiny golden black livery.
Yes.
Of course.
And hats that get knocked off every time they go through a bulkhead.
I said dress uniform had to be fancy, not practical.
Every other rogue trader has these people who are fitted out for combat, and we have fancy hats. Why?
Because it is amazing.
It's a distraction.
Also, out of character, the crew rating is 30.
Good. I have no idea about crew rating because I haven't read the system.
They have 30 in all stats.
So average at best.
Yeah.
I don't have a bolter cane though.
Yes, that's what I wanted to get at. I'm gonna go try to find myself a bolter cane.
No. What's the rarity on them?
Very rare.
Well, I was gonna say, if you're gonna go get one, I could do with one. Even though I won't use it, it's good as a symbol of authority.
Yeah, here's the thing though. I want a modified one, so getting 5 of them might be a bit tricky.
I'm sure you could use your
I mean,
your
I could
tongue
probably
to
build
get
one.
some.
Can I use my barter or commerce to get myself a better lookout on that acquisition roll?
First of all, let's establish what you want to do here, because I'm sure that there's a couple of you wants to do something here. So, what do you guys want to do other than acquire a bolt cane?
We came here to meet someone to transport cargo.
No, we're on the way to Ferion 5 to do that.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
this is just the
This is just where we came out
stop
of the
point.
warp.
Yeah, I think we're on the way to Lucian's Breath to pick up materials to transport to Therion 5.
I thought it was the other way about.
No, what I said was the mining world, the Mechanicus wants material from the mining world transported to their Forge world, because
okay.
it wouldn't do much good to do the other way around.
Okay, so we go
That
to
makes
Lucian's
sense.
Breath and then to Ferion 5.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I mentioned last time, or suggested last time. But you are free to do whichever you wish.
Yeah, do we even have other plans for Footfall other than just quickly stopping by to do our shopping?
Certain our navigator could schmooze some people into getting the layout of the warp routes.
Oh,
Yeah, I think this was the safest point we could get to. Otherwise, we'd encounter some
Well,
less than
we
nice
probably
people.
could have went to Solus and Carmine or Lucian's Breath, but we thought, well, Footfall we'd have to go past anyway, so we may as well just stop there and see if anything interesting happens.
Footfall is basically the hub, anyway, since it's a relatively big station and it's not out of the way, relatively like Port Wander is.
Yeah, everyone comes here to organise routes. The rest of the Imperium.
Does anyone?
It's also a
Route
big
watch
shopping
films.
mall in the shape of asteroids, so you know.
Yes.
Yay!
Does anyone have any lore skills pertaining to the Corona's expanse? Common lore would be the thing.
I have common lore Coroner's Expanse.
Yeah, you can roll on that if you wish to see what you have heard about Footfall.
Can I roll on Forbidden Law Pirates to see if there's between here and Lucian's Breath whether there's some pirating action?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, where's? Oh yeah, I have to click the value. Sorry, I've been.
It's either perfectly safe or there's more pirates than space dust.
Footfall is a thing.
Basically, what you know about Footfall with that roll is that there is a collection of asteroids tethered together with a massive statue of the God Emperor of mankind in the middle of it.
So pretty much what we can see.
Yes, because that's a piss poor roll.
Yay!
Yeah, I'll say this though, because this is, common knowledge and pretty much everyone would have told you this. Footfall is basically a hive of scum and villainy. Like, whatever else you may find acceptable in the other parts of the galaxy are pretty much just, there are no rules here other than might makes right.
Oh, in that case, could I roll Common Lore Underworld?
Oh yeah, this would be the perfect place for that.
Yeah, this is.
Fuck me.
Yeah, this is not the place I would like to be an Arbite at. There's various reasons.
Does trading goods help the acquisition rolls? Because if so, we could get into a certain dealing of the drug variety.
I mean, how do you mean?
Like if we try to, because I assume that the base scarcities of the items can be modified depending on type of planet and such.
Yes.
It's because you said Footfall is a hive of scum and villainy. We pick up as many drugs as we can, take them to somewhere else. We could then use the drugs as a modifier for.
Oh yeah, you mean like that? Yeah, like in Dark Heresy. Like if you want to trade in an item for bonus to the. Yeah, you can definitely do that.
I'm going to rename myself Heisenberg.
but do you have trade chemist? That's the important
Good
thing.
God, no.
Oh,
Right, yeah, that
backup
was
character
just-
for Numpty, Dark Eldar named Heisenberg.
No, I'll just be walking armory again.
Stick with what you know, eh?
Walking armories don't need to do anything but shoot. It's simple.
When you're a hammer, etc., etc.
So, what do you wish to do here? Do you just wish to stop by and refill, or do you want to do something else here?
Is there, even though it's basically nuts in this place, is there a bounty office or law enforcement office?
Probably, but it wouldn't be very effective, I think. I haven't read the fluff about the Footfall, so I don't really know. But I would assume there is at least 1 or 2 Arbite offices, probably riddled with bullets though, so...
In that case, I'll see the bullet holes and be like, perhaps another day, and walk away to the commerce district.
I'm guessing myself and the captain might visit the offices of the Navis folk if they have a thing on this asteroid belt.
Yes, that would be rather lovely. Then, make a nip off to the market afterwards for some extracurricular activities.
Yeah, they probably have some presence here, seeing as this is basically the hive, or not hive, the hub thingamajig trade center, since this is the fastest way to the into Calixis system. So yeah, there is I'll say yes, there is houses here. Obviously, various states of disrepair depending on from which house you belong to. And if I remember correctly, you're a nomad, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's probably in the shadier area, I guess, even though it's pretty much everything is shady in this place.
Well, if you want the shady one, that would be the ones that are kind of evil and just full of mutations. I'm okay, I just wander about a bit, that's all.
Yeah, and criminal activity, navigators. I think the common mook is going to be a bit scared about the guys with the 3 eyes that can burn you alive by looking at you.
Yep. So yeah, I'll find my house representative and pretty much just do the exact same thing we did in Port Wander.
Oh yeah, did you... Fuck my memory. Did you manage to describe the route between...
I did, yes. 5 days, maybe. Because we're not too sure because of some other nonsense that we forgot.
Oh yeah.
But we said it might have been anywhere between 2.5, 5 days.
Yeah, I had a look in some other fluff, and they already have this route, so you're not required to hand over this because they already have, the best possible thing for this route between Wander and
Okay.
Footfall. So.
Yeah,
But
there are certain routes that are pre-done or whatever.
Yeah, but yeah, so you walk into the house representative, or meet the house representative rather of your nomad house, and yeah, it's an older woman sitting down, attended by a couple of scribes, and the house from the outside is in quite disrepair, being the slummy area that it is, riddled with criminals and all the bollocks that goes with it. And one of the scribers greet you as you enter and ask you for what you wish to, what your business is here, basically.
What is our business here?
To find out about potential warp routes into Winterscale's realm.
Okay.
Particularly ones to Lucian's Breath.
Well, we already know that's kind of clear from Port Wander anyway.
Oh yeah, I thought. Oh yeah, there were multiple. I thought it's what only Footfall.
Fair enough. But yeah, I'll just ask. I'm here to see if there's any other ways into Winterscale's realm. See which ways are clearer than others.
Oh, yeah. One of the scribes come up to the woman holding a data slate, and she taps it a couple of times, and she says that there is a stable or relatively stable warp route into the Winterscale realm from Yarasol, from here to Yarasol, which will take you 30 days, or to Agarian's dominion, which will take you 10 days. And we know for sure that those are relatively safe, and those are the fastest way in. And from there, we don't have reliable shards.
How is the way to Loosen's breath?
We have no shards, no reliable shards from here to Lucian's breath. As you can see, the rabble does not respect the noble Navigate's house as they should have.
Well, hopefully we'll change that soon.
For accurate charts and stable warp routes, there would be much renown for you and for us as a house if you could provide them to us.
That shouldn't be a bother, mistress.
Good. One of my scribes can inscribe your primer with the routes we currently have.
Thank you, it's always appreciated. And I'll hand over the primer to one of the scribes.
Yeah, and the scribe spends some time cross-referencing what they have and then inscribing it into your Navis primer.
Awesome.
May the light of the God Emperor watch over you and guide your steps in the warp, my son.
And you too, mistress. May the way always be clear in the Imperium.
She nods her head to you. And then goes back to tapping her data slate that the other scribes are holding for her.
My lady captain. Shopping?
Spark, corner of her eye. And a smile just appears. Shopping! Yeah, point of note, my character is 21 years old and a bit naive about how things work, but you know.
21.
Yep.
That's like being a 10-year-old.
In 40k, yes.
Yeah. You know, I thought I was relatively young at 44, but Jesus.
I'm a mutant who just looks really, really old, so that take what you will from that.
Can you see the lines that I've drawn?
Yes. They're lovely puke green.
Those are the 3 current warp routes that you have written down that you can travel to. Like from Footfall.
Is that
you have.
Well,
both
safely.
ways or just one way?
Both ways. That they have inscribed in your Navis primer.
That they know of that. If
Yeah.
I'm being very fancy, I could make a way to Lucian's breath and make loads of money.
Around 1 profit factor in money, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you absolutely could.
Yeah, but isn't it? I mean, these are pre-existing and stuff, but for stuff we forage ourselves, isn't it? Only counts from one path, from one location to the other.
Yeah. So you need
it's
to.
only one. If I
Yeah.
wanted Footfall to Lucian's breath, it counts as that. But if I wanted Lucian's breath to Footfall, it could be different.
So theoretically, if we make one from Footfall to Lucian's Breath, that could take 2 days, no problem. The return trip, 10 weeks.
Yeah.
Or if it's a shitty travel, 2,000 years.
This is why we have emergency exiting warp thingies.
And the Warpsbane hull
Bullet to the head.
works too.
Well, this is why we have people in charge of making sure the mutants in the hole don't get too rowdy.
And 5,000 shotguns.
Wait, do you have mutants in the hole?
It's an Imperial spaceship. There will be mutants in the hold.
Oh.
The only question is how many.
With
That
our
is a good
crew
point.
being 15,000, how many of them are required for the warp travel? Could we just usher them all into one cargo bay? So if any do decide to go demon, we could just, void it of atmosphere.
So let me get this straight. One guy goes crazy and we kill all 15,000 of our crew. That doesn't sound very smart.
Some of the... actually, that's a different universe. Yeah, I was going to say some of the bigger ships shovel the dead bodies into the engine furnace to keep it going. I think that's a different universe.
Well, the thing you were describing, Numpty, sounds kind of like what the Ministorum does on a regular basis.
Yep.
Sounds like black ships to me.
Yeah, it does sound a bit grim, dark. Anyway, let's continue.
Yes, quick. Things will get grim dark. Let's find some orcs.
Also, Namti, if I would do the roll for all of us, I would have to roll below a 4. So, yeah, you'll have to get your
What,
own
for
bolter
the
cane.
sword cane?
Bolter cane, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, modified bolter cane.
What about the standard one? Quick question, Cal. Would I know what weapons could be dangerous in the ship? Like, whether they'd breached the hull from inside?
Yeah, I mean,
Is-
you're an arch militant with military background training. So yeah, I would assume that you have at least a clue which weapon you probably shouldn't discharge against the bulkhead.
Right. So, hellguns are okay.
Lasguns at all are just no.
Right,
Mostly
no.
because if I remember right, they bounce off the inside of the hull.
Yeah, this is why solid
solid
projectile
slug-
weapons are preferred.
Yeah,
So, my idea of outfitting the entire crew with hellguns is a bad idea.
yeah.
I
I mean-
think
Flame weapons, on the other hand, yes.
No,
Yeah.
that's even worse because they consume oxygen.
Yes, which means you send one person into a hallway, shut it off, start voiding the vacuum, and let them have fun without telling them you're voiding the vacuum, voiding the atmosphere.
it also
I was
depends on
gonna say.
how big scale it is. If we have like 2 guys with flamers, yeah, that's not big of a deal. But if, say,
You
half
equip
the crew are running around with hand flamers and just firing them off at random times, yeah, that gets a bit hectic.
So, auto guns shouldn't cause problems within the hull.
I think the standard weapon for crew are stub automatics, if I'm not misremembering.
I'm worried about incursions from pirates, heretics, aliens, And, you know, aliens tend to have weapons that are strange. They can pierce human, but just disappear on contact with the hard point. So, auto guns might be a bit better.
But yes, you have a decent understanding at least about what kind of weaponry would be adequate for a in-ship fight. If you don't
It has-
want to.
Alright.
If it has breaching in its name, avoid.
Yeah,
Breaching
Damn.
ogre.
piss
Oh,
off.
don't remind me.
No fucking way.
Plasma guns just have overheat, so I'll have 10,000 of those, please.
I need
Anyway.
also to remind you we have 39 profit factor.
Yes. So do you actually want to do anything more than just tickle the chart ladies for in Footfall?
Well, that's all I want to do. I don't know about the others.
Yeah, I think it's actually for the best if we just do our shopping and then get on our way so that we
Yep.
can fulfill the mission.
Yeah, I don't have anything I can think of.
Do you want to stop in any bars and any such? Have a quick drink before you head off to shopping and leave again?
On the
That's a hen.
station, is there a Navy presence, or is it just Arbite
No,
at
it's,
the odd occasion?
it's a bit of both. Obviously, it's very like rare to see one, but there are a couple here because most of it is basically just whatever you want as long as you don't get killed.
In that case, I will ask the first Navy person I meet if there's a sort of Navy bar, not necessarily run by the Navy, but where all the Navy personnel hang out that causes everyone else to stay away. And I'll ask for directions and head there.
Yeah, he basically responds with, "No, we aren't enough to make a dent in the scum and villainy in this place, even if we all gather at the same time."
If you're looking for other opportunities, feel free to give me a call on, and I give him a card. Data slate, something that has a "you're fucked, I have a way out" type thing.
They bows graciously to you and say, "I'll definitely consider this in the future." And by future, I mean within the next few days.
Oh, it's good to know. Invite your friends, more the merrier.
Suddenly, for no apparent reason, I had a vision of the entire Imperial Navy in Footfall just deserting and becoming rogue trader entourage.
You know, great minds think alike.
Would we get a bonus to crew rating for that?
I was thinking our cargo hold is basically turned into a garrison. Tents everywhere.
White
But then we don't
tents.
have anything to hold cargo.
We have a cargo bay and lighter. So that's just turned into a tent room. And tents because it's stereotypical army. Like, we can't fit a barracks anywhere. So they're stuck in the cargo bay with tents, even though they're inside.
What I want is for our that to happen, and basically our cargo hold becomes the next location for a Sharp series.
What, just solely located in the cargo
Yeah.
bay?
Yep. Just the same style of uniform and flintlocks and everything. Just, in our cargo bay.
You know, flintlocks are available.
Yes, but not recommended. So, do you want to do, like, is there anything else you want to do here? Or should we just fast forward to when you jump to the next place?
Well, our shopping
I
route
was
would
actually
not
gonna
go
see
amiss.
Oh yeah, sure, sorry, shopping.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do now, too?
I was going to see if I could get hold of... Let me just bring up my document. I want to get some advanced helmet systems. They're very rare.
Right, First of all, is there anyone of you guys who wants to do something here other than shopping?
Can I make a bolter cane?
Yes, if you have the required trade skill, which is something or other. I can't remember from the top of my head.
At risk of fucking you over, wouldn't you need a cane and a bolter?
Possibly, yeah.
It's a tech priest. He can scrounge something together from the ship alone. Like he can just walk into a room and wave around these mechadendrites and then have a bolter cane appear.
What trade skill is this?
Don't you need like an STC blueprint in order to make some? I'm thinking normal stuff, yeah, but the bolter cane has to, the full force of a bolt pistol inside a cane. That has to be delicate work.
Trade armorer would it be, if you wanted to do that, because that's the thing that you use to build weapons and such. Page 89 in the PDF. Right. Anyone else want to do something before we start with the shopping thingamajig?
I think it's shopping time, to be honest.
Excellent. Bring out your shopping lists and let's do this.
All right, I have mine ready.
Excellent.
Can I do a commerce roll to increase our profit rating for this next transaction?
Yes, you can. Either profit or barter, it doesn't really matter, depending on what you want, on obviously.
Well, according to the book, it's just a commerce roll against the commerce roll of the trader.
All right, yeah, let's commerce.
All right, 3.4 degrees.
What exactly are you looking for to begin with?
I'm looking for a modified bolter cane.
So bog standard with one extra thing, or
No, with 3 extra things. A red dot laser sight, a fire selector, and it has to be Vox operated. All right, I get plus 6. Yeah, I get plus. Oh yeah, 2 degrees. So I get plus 4 to the normal rating.
Yeah, and you can probably get 1 here. Again, you can buy pretty much everything, but the quality might not be the optimal.
All right, so the profit factor would now be 43, and I roll at a -5. So, yeah, I have to roll 38 or lower.
I might just fuck to myself and wanting to get a best quality
Yes.
one.
All right.
Yeah, that will take some time.
I'm just gonna ask, like, maybe this is a very stupid question, but why do you want to get it here from, a crime-infested shithole when there is a Forge World next to you that makes those?
Because the Forge World is a uncharted jump away where we could be infested with demons.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fair point. So,
And he wants to look like a pimp when he attacks them.
fair enough.
Here's the thing: the bolter cane as a weapon is pretty useless to me. That's why I actually wanted those upgrades. Is it possible for me to also get some ammunition for it, like a non-standard ammunition, or would that be a separate roll that I would have to make another time?
That would be a separate rule.
Okay.
You get standard ammunition when you buy it. When you buy the weapon, but for non-standard you need to rule for it.
Okay.
And standard ammo is not a problem, it's just when we're out in the field that we're limited by it.
Lady Captain. Quick
Yes?
question. Would you want the advanced helmet systems on everyone available or a select few? As in a highly equipped security team?
Well, saying bring in the security team sounds a lot better than just bring in whatever crew member we have available at the moment.
Whoever's on a break, yeah. Okay. You think 30 is enough?
I mean,
30,
if we
I
want
think.
if we want an elite guard, 30
I
is a
was
nice
thinking
number.
I could set up, sort of, try and work towards equipping a number, perhaps a 30 or so, that could act as a security off ship. So on planets and stuff, we bring them along just in case shit happens. Whether they're useful or not, who knows?
I mean, we need to have an entourage anyway, and 30 is a nice number.
Yeah, it works. Alright.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna try and commerce him, because I'm nice like that.
What did the advanced helmet nonsense do?
Gives dark vision up to a certain distance, extra to perception and stuff.
Shiny.
Yeah.
Okay, Cal, I need to ask because of my peer nonsense.
Yes.
Would this trader count as academics or nobility?
Nope.
Would it be a... Oh god, I have too many fail bonuses. Would it be a formal situation?
Nope.
Okay then, so standard.
The advanced helmet systems have an inbuilt microbead or voxcaster, so that's long range communication, heightened senses sight, and presense dark sight trait at the best craftsmanship. Also grants user ability to make an awareness roll against hidden target as a free action.
Shiny.
So I'm thinking we equip our guard with that, cut the lights, and laugh.
Laugh, as none of the senior commanders have those advanced helmet systems.
Well, I will get 30 of them.
Yeah, you don't get any bonus for commerce, this guy.
Fuck. In that case,
Actually, I'm not going to say anything.
can I change what I want as I see the captain sort of argue her way with the dealer? Realise it's not going my way, so I'll try and get something a bit cheaper.
Don't call it a dealer, that just sounds bad.
We're in a bloody hive of scum and villainy. What else would you call it? Thank you.
Trader?
Merchant?
Merchant, there we go.
Wheeler dealer.
Merchant trader. Retail salesman.
Just call him Gavlon.
What do you want to get instead then?
Autoguns.
Yeah, but you can't have any commerce rolls for that.
Yeah, that's fine. Because autoguns, let me just double check.
Autoguns have the... I was gonna say an
They're common.
alien word there, but you know, I'm not gonna say it because that would be heresy.
Saying that, I'm feeling my luck. I could go for some shredder pistols.
No, you get out again now. You can't change 3
Alright.
fucking times, 2 fucking times, or whatever.
Autogun is average.
Someone take up page 273 for the availability scale and craftsmanship modifiers.
Yeah, I'm bouncing
Average is
around.
plus 10. So average is plus 10. How many do you want?
Do
you want 30 again?
I'll tell you what, I'll get 100, which is standard, so that's plus 0.
Yep.
So I've got to roll less than 40
49.
something.
Yeah,
49
less than
is
49.
just about-
Under 49.
I believe in you. Maybe.
I don't. We have
Yay.
100 autoguns.
Yay.
Awesome.
I will start as soon as they appear on the ship. I will distribute them to a select few.
A select few hundred.
Yes.
There we go. We've got people to accompany us planet side now. We do actually have a company.
Yes, a company of men.
So how many left? Two people that haven't done the thingamajig yet.
3.
3, yes. Sorry, my math.
Yeah, I'll try for a what's it called? Yeah, a Lord Captain's baton,
Ooh, shiny.
which is a +10 all in all. Standard ship item, even though it sounds kind of fancy. Cost. Description of it is on page 146 if you haven't noticed it yet, Cal.
Yeah, I know what it is. So, do you gonna use your commerce thing for it?
No.
Wait a minute. I don't think they would have one of those here because that's a, pretty upscale item. And you know what? Fuck it. I say one.
Well, it is a common Imperial Navy item.
Yeah, but the Imperial Navy presence here is very, very low. If you had gotten it in Port Wanderer, yes, but here the Navy is basically non-existent.
Well, then I'm gonna try for something better, and I will do commerce.
Yes.
And the things I have here. Oh yeah, I completely forgot I had a fucking -70 item on there.
A -70.
Yeah, it's an alien item and base quality, which is my penultimate item. When I get it, I know I'm
Why not
badass.
get 1,000 jump packs? Might be easier.
Because I need to be fancy.
I was gonna say get a poor one, but as soon as you use it, it will just fall apart.
Maybe.
Or blow up.
Actually, what could be useful is 1,000 microbeads or so, because we have armed crew without a way of communicating.
Do your commerce thing. First of all, what are you trying to get here?
I'm trying to get my. You know what? I'm trying to get my fancy bolter cane.
Yeah, they have bolter canes.
And
So-
I just lost my cheat there. This.
So do the commerce thing. And if you beat that, you get bonus.
For every level of success above it, he gets +2.
Yeah, so you get 1 degree.
Yeah, +2 to my profit factor, so 41. Slash roll, D100. Yeah, it's a negative. Oh yeah, -20, so 22. Holy shit! Just below.
So yeah, you get your bolter cane.
And it's fancy. Yay.
Jack, are you after anything?
No. I don't want anything from these rabble.
Yeah,
So-
as you walk around in the street, just perusing through the street vendors, where there are a couple of the street vendors and the general riffraff that trying to, they hold up clearly like homemade mechadendrites and bionic limbs and try to sell you, and saying it's Mechanicus made cybernetics.
Isn't that tech heresy?
It is.
Well, they're desperate for profit.
I want to see how our tech priest reacts to tech heresy. This could be fun.
Have our delivery of autoguns been received yet?
It's in the process. You bought a fair few, and they don't have many that actually do delivery, so you can only
don't
fit.
cause shit.
You can only fit so many crates on the back of a servitor.
Depends on the size of the servitor. But yes, don't cause shit when we don't have a standing army.
I just people who try to sell me that shit, I just like I aim my my ballistic megadendrite as well as give him the stink eye. I just don't sell that shit to me.
They bow low and then just scurry away, afraid. And then you see, maybe if you follow one of them with your view, you see them, stop at the next corner, and then start, presenting the mechadendrites or the bionic limbs that they tried to sell you to someone else, instead of doing the whole spiel again with Mechanicus made bionic limbs for sale.
Just gonna do a roll. Don't worry about it. Right, yeah, I'm right next to him as he does that.
All right.
Can I try buy something?
Yes.
I would like to get an officer's cutlass for myself.
And where would you buy this from, exactly?
Footfall? It's a scarce thing.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure there's one street vendor or another that have come across a officer's cutlass in their time. As long as you don't bother too much where it might have come from.
Yeah, you get one.
Sorry, what?
Really?
Yeah. It's for myself, so it's plus 30. And it's scarce, so plus 0. So yeah,
it takes it maximum 70, yeah.
or 69. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so you have a thing with you, and you also get a, nondescript scabbard for it, so you don't, cut off your own pants.
That would be handy, thank you very much. I don't actually know if I can use this, but here we go.
I mean, it looks fancy, if nothing else.
Yeah.
I just realised.
Do you have melee universal?
I also don't know. I do have a melee weapon.
Yeah.
What did you realize, Nanti?
No, don't worry, just ignore me.
All right. So now that you're done with shopping, is there anything else you wish to do here, or should we skip to when you translate back into warp for your next adventure?
I mean, I really want to shoot the guy.
I'd be up for it if you want cause some trouble.
Shock.
I'm on your left shoulder. I haven't got my hellgun with me. I've just got my...
I'm hovering right behind you with my grapple hawk.
Are
I
my,
never actually left it.
Are my
I just got my
skulls able
mono
to
sword.
like project sound?
Yeah, I would assume so. That they have like a hollow display thingamajig that they can present sound and
I just
the
wanna-
imagery.
Yeah, as I keep walking, I just want to like send back my my ballistic servo skull and just aim it at his face, and it's like, leave this tech heresy now or die. In like a Microsoft Sam voice from the Technos server school.
I just want to put my hand on his shoulder. Not the best time. Another day. And we'd turn this place to rubble. But not now.
But why not now?
Because we have... Is anyone else here, or is it just us three?
I mean, the street is packed with people and
I meant
vendors.
from our crew.
Well, I'm probably. Well, I'm, Googling my fancy new cane, but, otherwise I would be around.
Yeah, so would Torian after strapping a fancy sword to his waist, but he's nearby, ready to help if.
So
anything's
you're sort
needed.
of at different doors.
Maybe. I
Look.
might just be next to Lady Captain. At
This
a weapons
place-
vendor, I suppose.
Has no law. You start, fight, everyone's likely to jump in. We could end up in a worse place than we are now. We'll come back at another time and reprimand him, confiscate all his gear, and shove him out an airlock. But now's
Very well.
not the right time.
I hover closer to Varus, like right, so that my head is right over his other shoulder, and I whisper, "It is your duty. You must kill him." I'm just imagining like you're the angel on the one side, I'm the devil on the other shoulder.
You know, if you want, we can do the whole campaign like that.
I'd be up for that.
How does he react, by the way, to the?
Oh,
Yeah,
I think we know.
I was getting to that.
Yeah,
I had to look up the size modifier
a
first.
weapon skill, eh?
So what happens is that you send over your servo skull to him and say that, pointing the last pistol in his face, and he are visibly shaken by it, to be threatened by an actual member of the Mechanicus. And then a sly grin comes over his face, and he thinks to himself that perhaps getting an authentic servo skull could be, a few more throne gelts in his pocket. So he reaches up and tries to snatch it out of the air and try to grapple it to take it. But as you can see, he missed. Maybe the skull just moved out of the way. So yeah, what do you guys? How do you react to him trying to steal your
You
servo
done
skull?
fucked up, son.
I fire with a servo skull.
Yes.
So you let your servo skull shoot him.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, roll to it.
All they know is a servo skull shot him. They don't know who the servo skull belongs to.
So
Even though there's a Mechanicus right there with a fucking
I'm
Mechadendrite.
sure there's
another
lots of
servo skull.
Mechanicus
Also,
on the station.
that servo skull eventually has to come back to him. Like he can't just
Yeah.
let it hover over there.
Important, however, if we get in trouble for this, he's technically a Magos of the Mechanicus.
Yeah, it's
We
very
could
hard to.
blame it on the Mechanicus and start a war between the Mechanicus and the Imperium. And who
I
knows
don't think
who would
it
win.
works
I
quite
don't
like
think
that in the wild
there's going to be a
space.
war between the Mechanicus and the Imperium just because of one
Really?
dead street vendor.
Yeah,
Surely we could do that somehow. It would
So
be funny.
So yeah, do you use your servo skull or the Mechadendrite to shoot him?
yeah, the servo skull.
All right.
Like I'm just keeping walking basically. As
yeah,
it
yeah.
happens.
Roll your ballistic thingy or attack.
So I think it's just
Yeah, this
25 because he has a weapon skill of 15 and he has the pistol has a red dot laser sight.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
servo skull has a ballistic of 15 and then the red dot, which makes it a plus 10, so it's 25 your ballistic skill.
Can
1 in 4.
Isn't it also close range?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. And it's probably hovering. No, that's a melee thing. So yeah, point blank range because he tried to grapple it.
So
can
35?
Point blank is plus 30, I think, in this.
Yeah,
What?
but then again, he tried to melee attack, so now plus 20 for close range because point blank doesn't account if it's melee combat, engaged in melee combat.
Oh, yeah, because pistol.
Yeah.
So plus 20 and plus 10 for single shot and plus 10 for the red dot
No,
laser sight.
that's all. That's a new system. This system,
Ah,
single shot is just plus 0, and
okay.
Wait, I'm confused.
semi-auto and full auto is like full actions instead of like half actions with penalties.
Plus 30 total. 10 for red dot and 20 for short range.
I don't think that hits.
15 plus
30 that hits?
30. That's 45.
You hit him. Well done.
Yeah, you hit.
Yay! The
The game
damage on
master
this
screen.
is insane, guys.
Yeah,
Is it
roll.
1d10 plus 2.
Yeah,
Yes.
roll damage.
I know my last pistols, don't worry. Or my last weapons.
Hang
Hey, it's
on.
11. Fan 0 though, but you know.
If he's a merchant, he's got no armor. Hopefully, please to God.
Yeah, it's not even a merchant. It's just a scum vendor, so he doesn't have any armor on him.
Yeah, so what? Primitive armor at best, like quilted vests and shit like that.
Yeah, it hits him in the right leg.
Doesn't
This is
everything
what-
in 40k?
This
Pretty
is why
much.
this system is fucked up. He's hovering at head height, and he just goes. Eh? You.
Well, we can say that as the vendor tried to swipe him, it knocked the servo skull slightly, and when it fired, and just shot him in the leg.
Yeah, that's a good thing. So yeah, it's what damage minus toughness.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Toughness bonus.
yeah, so he has a free toughness bonus. That's what I just rolled. So you do what? 9 damage?
Yeah.
8.
Yeah, sorry, 8.
I don't
As
know how
I
much health he has, but
as I hear
that
the
would
shot
put
go
me at
off.
0.
Hikarin, you're the seneschal, aren't you?
Yes.
I grab onto your back and just start pushing you through the crowd.
So you're basically pushing my grappling hawk, which is still wrapped around me.
Is that you everywhere? Just this hawk. You're sat down, and this hawk is just
No.
carrying
no.
you.
I'm standing with my arms down my side, and the grappling hawk has its grapple wrapped around me. So I'm just standing there as it is hovering me forward.
In that case, I just sort of put my hand against your back and push, so it sort of pushes you along.
Yeah,
Yep.
Oh god.
I
I'm
can't.
gonna end up shooting that thing. You know that.
I can't find the wound table for the NPC, so I'm just gonna say you kill him outright, because he has.
Bullshit.
Yeah, you just
Alright.
blow his leg off, and he just crumbles to the ground, screaming and bleeding out. And at this point, the market area that you're in is basically empty of everyone other than yourselves.
Nobody
I
saw
just-
anything.
I just keep walking, sending back my servo skull at my side again.
Yeah, I'm pushing. Like,
Where are you pushing me?
Like I assume I know where the dock is, so I will sort of work my way. I'll push you through the crowd, trying to work my way there.
All right. Since I'm like my feet are only hovering like 2 inches off the ground, I'm still using my cane, like as if I was walking.
Oh my g- So you're rowing yourself along the road.
Yes.
I think we
know-
broke the GM.
My command crew is a bit eccentric, but they're all effective.
So
Hey, I'm an old man. I need my cane.
Yeah, that's the first skill of the game, guys.
yeah.
on
Yeah,
that
well done.
on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we really should take a break because I can't handle this shit anymore.
No.
Right,
Yes.
we're gonna take a short 5-minute break and then we'll be back for more of this, whatever the hell this is. So see you in a bit.
Who said that this system is grim dark?